Whether you have your sights set on Tokyo, Geneva, or New York City, you may want to start saving right now. It could be costly to start a new life in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Have you ever looked at your power bill and scoffed at the cost? Well, spare a thought for those unfortunate people who reside in the most expensive cities in the world. The most expensive cities in the world don't exactly seem like places to go on vacation with their high rents, pricey beverages, and exorbitant transportation expenses. But you may be surprised to find out which places are at the top of the list. Here are the 10 most expensive cities to live in, according to the ECA International Rating. Number 10. Seoul, South Korea. Seoul, South Korea's capital city, comes in at number 10. The city is pricey, mostly owing to the high cost of housing and security deposits. It also has to do with how, during the latter part of the 20th century, the South Korean currency performed well thanks to the Republic of Korea's economic stability and prosperity. The nation is also home to one of the world's top automakers and shipbuilders, as well as numerous huge construction firms, all of which generate substantial revenue. You may be surprised to learn that Seoul is one of the world's safest major cities. According to Numbeo.com, it has a safety rating of 65.95, making it safer than both the UK and Germany, who come in at 57.28 and 65.49, respectively. The public school system is also very good, with a focus on science, math, and languages like Korean and English. Number 9. Guangzhou, China. Guangzhou is a city in mainland China that has established itself as one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. The city is comparable to Shanghai, another city on this list, in many ways, and has many of the same reasons as to why it's such a costly place to live, which we'll cover later. While the city is less well known among expats, the strength of the currency and inflation rates, as well as the normal expensive living that comes with living in a densely populated country, mean that it's not the cheapest destination to relax. For the vast majority of expats, living in Guangzhou is not at all difficult. There are already hundreds of thousands of expats living, working, and studying there. The main issues continue to be expenses and revenue. It is obvious that the deal is inadequate if you are here in order to save money. Number 8. Shanghai, China. Shanghai is not only one of the most densely inhabited cities in the world, but also one of the most expensive. One of the reasons the city is so costly to live in is due to the rising rates of inflation in the country that have emerged in recent years, paired with the Chinese yuan's sustained strength versus other major currencies. Shanghai continues to rank at the top of the list of most expensive cities to live in. China's biggest metropolis is ranked number 1 when the expense of residential real estate, automobiles, air travel, business schools, and other luxuries are all taken into account. Number 7. Zurich, Switzerland. It's no secret that Switzerland is a wealthy nation, which is why it has not one, but 2 cities in the top 10 most expensive places to live. Along with drawing some of the world's most bougie and affluent individuals just because of the city's sophisticated ambiance, the city boasts some of the highest incomes in the world. Maybe this can be attributed to all those huge banks that hold their headquarters here. Zurich is Switzerland's financial center and an upscale banking metropolis. It should not be surprising that it is often referred to as the most expensive city in the world. Zurich is well known for its opulent lifestyle, upscale shopping, and designer chocolates. Number 6. Tel Aviv, Israel. Tel Aviv is among the most expensive places in the Middle East to live in. Remember that Tel Aviv is quite literally the only city in the Middle East to reach the list of the top 10 most costly cities in the world, which has somewhat to do with the city's high cost of living, but may also be attributed more significantly to the strengthening of Israel's currency, the shekel. Israel does, however, generally have one of the highest cost of living rates in the world. Tel Aviv has a high cost of living, coming in at number 15 on the Mercer Cost of Living survey. Living in Israel is tough enough also due to the generally low wages. Number 5. Tokyo, Japan. Japan's capital, Tokyo, is another metropolis catapulting Asia to become the continent with the most densely inhabited and costly cities. Japan is known for having very high living expenses, and with Tokyo as the capital, it's no wonder that expenditures are highest in the busy metropolis. Rent is the greatest component of cost, followed by automobile ownership and transportation. Those slick, fast bullet trains don't come cheap. Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities in the world for visitors. According to Mercer's most recent cost of living rankings, it comes in at number 2. According to the most current global cost of living index by ECA International, it is the 3rd most expensive city to live in Asia and the 7th most expensive city overall. Number 4, London, United Kingdom. London, the city of dreams, has established itself as the world's 4th most expensive city. People from all over the globe rush to the UK metropolis with bright eyes, expecting growth, getting a job, gaining fame, or just living the life that Londoners make appear so lovely. Rent and public transportation in London are among the most expensive in the world, so you'll need a lot of cash if you want to make a pleasant life for yourself here. The cost of living in the United Kingdom is 0.49% lower than in the United States. In the UK, rent is generally 22.5% less expensive. A moderate lifestyle would cost you about $4,700 per month in London, but a similar lifestyle in a place like New York City would cost about $5,800. Number 3, Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva has long been renowned as the epitome of all things class and luxury, famous for permitting the most luxurious of lives with the best restaurants, social scene, and state-of-the-art mansions. Walking along their clean streets and into one of their local food shops will have you wondering why it's one of the most costly towns to live in. The most stunning landscape in Switzerland may be found among the incredible mountains, mini lakes, and charming towns. These natural features are said to be what makes Switzerland the ideal holiday spot and a location for discovering other cultures. It is also claimed that the nation is characterized by chilly winters in mountainous regions and scorching summers in villages. In Switzerland, the weather can change at any time. Mountaintop snow may last up to 6 months, and it may even be frigid in the summer. On one side of a valley, it can be sunny, while on the other, it could be overcast and rainy. Number 2, New York City, the United States of America. New York, the concrete jungle of the United States, is next on the list. The only North American city to reach the top 10, New York is the land of opportunity, attracting swarms of individuals from the United States and the rest of the globe, all competing to establish a name for themselves. As a result, it's no wonder that living in New York City is so costly. Everyone wants a piece of the Big Apple. Visitors from all over the globe are drawn to New York because of its charm. You won't want to leave after visiting, and it won't take you long to understand why New York is the best, whether you're an international intern staying there for just a few months or just a tourist passing through. The city that never sleeps is absolutely fantastical and offers something unique to each individual. And finally, number 1, Hong Kong. Asia dominates the list of the top 10 most expensive places to live in, so it's no surprise that Hong Kong takes the top spot. Hong Kong is a Chinese territory, recognized for drawing some of the world's most successful and wealthiest business people, as well as thousands of foreigners. Hong Kong has been named the world's most expensive city on the ECA Index for the 3rd year in a row. Known primarily as a shopping haven, Hong Kong actually offers much more than just shopping. Visitors can see the city from high up, try the local food, take part in festivals, watch sporting events, and even see where movies are filmed. In Hong Kong, you will find a variety of cuisines, from tasty local dishes to food from all over the world. Another interesting factor will be its multicultural element, where Western and Chinese culture mix so well together. So there you have it, the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. If money were not a concern, where exactly would you want to settle in? Would it be a place like Hong Kong, New York City, or somewhere more low-key like Seoul? I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, let us know by pressing that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. We'll see you in the next video.